And now making his way out to the cage, Robin, is the man with perhaps the biggest fan following here tonight, Jeff Fuchs.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that a brand new fighter has half of the crowd out. This guy brought a gang of people out here with him, and they are excited for Jeff Fuchs to come out. Local hero, tough dude. You'll see it when you see him. The interesting thing about Fuchs, he hits really hard, and everybody knows it. He's put a lot of pressure on himself to perform here tonight, and he's got to start. You know, there's a number of ways it can go. He can come raging out here with all of these people behind him and really let it fly, or he can let the fight breathe for a little bit and try to set up his opportunity. But a lot of people here very excited to see Jeff Fuchs.
Honestly, we don't know a whole lot about Jeff Fuchs coming into this fight. We know he's got a little bit of experience going back to 2009, but outside of that, Robin, he didn't come in for an interview yesterday after weigh-ins. Very introverted person, likes to be by himself before the fights. We know he trains out of Platinum MMA, which is an excellent team. You gotta believe they have him ready.
Yeah, this guy is passionate about this opportunity to get in here and fight in front of his home crowd in London. Some people are born fighters, and this guy is clearly one of them. The question is, can he translate his use of the skills here in the cage? And he looks pretty relaxed, and that is a very good sign for these 400 or 500 people here to see Jeff Fuchs tonight.
Now, he weighed in yesterday at about 226 pounds. He's walking proof of why MMA could use a cruiserweight division, because his opponent, Bryan Jordan, is a much bigger man.
And his opponent, Bryan Jordan.
Yeah, you mentioned Fuchs came in here at 226. Bryan Jordan cut to 265. He's going to get a lot of boos from these people here that are here for Jeff Fuchs. But Bryan Jordan cuts to 265. He's closing in on 290 right now. This is an incredible giant of a man. So Fuchs has a lot of power in his strikes. He's got to hit Bryan Jordan early because he's not just big, but he's very well schooled from the Adrenaline Training Center. He's got good jiu-jitsu, and he's got a really nice long jab. It's an interesting one, man.
Yeah, Bryan Jordan has an extensive amateur background in mixed martial arts. A 1-0 pro record coming into this fight. And Robin, there's been a lot of stories running around that Bryan Jordan started his weight cut for this fight at 305.
Yeah, and that doesn't surprise me. They say he walks around just under 300 pounds, sometimes a little over. You know, he's not one of these bodybuilder-looking guys. If it was a beach body contest, Jeff Fuchs would be the winner here tonight. But Bryan Jordan is a dangerous dude. I like the looks of Fuchs being calm here. This bodes very well for him and for this giant crowd of his. Everybody loves the heavyweights, partner.
Oh, this is going to be a great battle into the cage to Mike Markham.
The following bout is presented by Wingmen.com. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the PFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, the man standing to my left and fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 228 1/2 pounds. He is a Thai boxer and makes his professional debut inside the cage tonight, fighting out of London, Ontario, Jeff, Mr. Pound for Pound, Fuchs. The opposition comes in the form of the man standing across the cage to my right and fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 265 1/4 pounds. He is a mixed martial artist. His record 1-0, fighting out of London, Ontario, Bryan Bearpaw Jordan. Your referee, Graham Bettis.
Well, Graham Bettis draws me the unenviable assignment of having to step between these two giants.
We got somewhere in around 525 pounds in here.
And there are two big-time crowd reactions for these two guys. Jeff Fuchs got a huge ovation. Bryan Jordan, he had some fans in the crowd, but a lot of boos, and we're underway.
No touch of gloves.
No,
Jordan pushing forward early here.
These two were right in each other's faces yesterday at both weigh-ins and our media event prior to the show. Fuchs backing up as Bryan Jordan came in. Jordan's got a lot of reach, a lot of size, and a lot of weight on Fuchs.
We haven't seen it. There's Jordan with a big shot early.
A huge right hand from Bryan Jordan, and Fuchs covers up. Bryan Jordan is all over his right hand. And now pounding away on
he's got a broken leg. He's got a broken leg.
Jeff Fuchs.
Oh man, Jeff Fuchs, as he fell, he broke his leg. And the referee didn't see it, but we can see it from here. It's a bit gruesome. This is a big, strong man, and he's gonna have a strong system here, but this is a tough way to fall down. He was covered, still aware enough to cover up his face, but he broke his leg.
And Robin, that may all have been because of that initial big right hand from Bryan Jordan. Fuchs was backing up, and he just crumpled right underneath it.
Yeah, that's something terrifying. And Dr. Faisal is immediately calling for the stretcher. You see the other doctor is now trying to put a little bit of pressure to extend that leg. That's a scary thing. We saw that with Anderson Silva recently in the UFC. This is a rough injury to sustain. Big, strong man, hit the ground that hard. He's in a lot of pain. Well, good news. They've got him sitting up, and crazy Jeff Fuchs here. Reed, he was begging for them to let him just sort of limp out with his arms over two of his buddies. Guys' pride will often really, carry them a long way. This guy's incredibly tough. He clearly sustained a broken leg, compound fracture, but he wanted to walk out of here or limp out of here. The doctors are taking care of him. They're gonna take him out with assistance instead, but very tough guy. Been talking through the whole experience, and clearly he's not gone into shock, so he's handling this extremely well. And Big Bear Paws coming over to make sure he's doing all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Graham Bettis halts this bout at 36 seconds of the opening round due to injury. Your winner by technical knockout, Bryan Bear Paw Jordan.
Mr. Bear Paw, ladies and gentlemen, let's just please put your hands together for Mr. Jeff Fuchs. Definitely an injury we do not like to see. We look forward to his health and happiness. But Bryan, fantastic work in there. You really took it to him at the beginning of that match. Walk us through that and what's going on.
Really just came out to fight, missed a couple punches. I expected him to come out and swing heavy. He had a bit of a different game plan, and he was moving really well. And so I started circling the right, and I saw that hand drop, and I threw that right hand. And unfortunately, I didn't know that he had hurt himself, and any celebration was just because I won. I don't want to celebrate somebody getting injured.
Most definitely. Now, training, getting ready for this fight, was there a game plan that you actually implemented, or did things change, obviously, with the